rise in this House, as I'm always pleased to rise in this House, but this is a sad day for Ontario. Sad day. I want to read the last section of our leader's Opposition Day motion. And what it says, therefore, it is the opinion of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario that the said actions of the Premier, her Deputy Chief of Staff, and Jerry Lougheed, Jr. have breached the standards of integrity and accountability that are required and expected of the offices of the Premier. How sad it is we're here today doing this. You know, I know all of us, when we stood to run for office, all members of this legislature had values, certain values that we were brought up with and that we believe that we have. We came here to do a job for our constituents with honor and integrity and to honestly do the best job we could. My constituents have called me on this issue for the last couple of weeks. What is going on down there? What is going on down there? This government is prone to OPP investigations. They can't seem to get away from them. This is unprecedented in Ontario's history. There is a couple of things I'd like to read to you, and this is from Mr. Ensensa, and it says, I am of the opinion that the actions of Jerry Lougheed Jr. and Patricia Sabera amount to apparent contraventions of subsection 96(1)(e) of the Elections Act as reflected in my attached report. Consequently, I have reported this matter to the Attorney General of Ontario in accordance with section 4.0.2 of the Elections Act. Section 96(1) of this Act, section E, subsection E, says no person shall directly or indirectly give, procure, or promise or agree to procure an office or employment to induce a person to become a candidate, refrain from becoming a candidate, or withdraw his or her candidacy. I know we've heard different things, different quotes from the tapes that were recorded by Mr. Olivier. Here's one from. Here's part of it from Mr. Lougheed when he was talking to Mr. Olivier. He said, so I come to you on behalf of the Premier and of behalf, oh yes, Thibault, for more indirectly to ask you if you would consider stepping down. Even more than that, Andrew, nominating him. In the course of that deliberation, the Premier wants to talk to you. They would like to present to you options in terms of appointments, jobs, whatever that you hear that you and her and Pat Sabera could talk about. Mr. Speaker, how more blatant can it be that this government and members of the Premier's office were involved in this scandal? It's certainly no wonder that the OPP are involved in this now, and Mr. Insensa had no alternative but to turn it over to the OPP. Ms. Sabera states, if there were other things that you were particularly interested in that is within her realm, meaning the Premier, to make you part of, then she is more than prepared to do that. Again, a damning statement from those tapes. I also want to make you aware that it is unnecessary to show that a particular job was offered. Now, the Premier keeps saying this, that there was no particular job offered. In this regard, it also goes on to say an apparent contravention could be established if a candidate is offered a range of options rather than a specific role or a specific office. Speaker, I know that the people of Ontario demand more of the legislature. They demand more of their elected representatives than to be going through repeated OPP investigations that this current government seems to be addicted to. When I first came here back in 2011, we had Orange. Then we had the gas plant scandal. Now we've got two investigations going on with the Sudbury election. This is truly sad for this province. It's truly sad for this House. Mr. Speaker, this has to end. Thank you.